Hey guys, this is CeeGee with CardRunners.com coming at you with a special treat today. Today I'm going to focus on a game that has been booming in the poker scene recently. It's called Open Face Chinese, and pictured here are two of the bigger advocates, Sean Deeb and Jason Mercier. They've been really pushing this game in the Twitter space, and if you follow any of these high stakes pros on Twitter, you'll definitely see them tweeting about OFC or Open Face Chinese and about the crazy games they're having recently. It's kind of a game that has taken off in the high stakes realm, where a lot of the tournament players play it after their tournaments, or it's like a late night session. But regardless, I think it's a really great game and definitely worth introducing you guys to, because I think there is a great future for it. So without further ado, let's jump into some of the general rules of Open Face Chinese. So Open Face Chinese is a lot like regular Chinese poker, but there are a few differences making it Open Face Chinese, obviously. But if you are unfamiliar with the general rules of Chinese poker, it might be a good idea to check out some of the rules. You can easily Google them. There's plenty of sites out there that have Chinese general rules out there. Maybe I'll even make a video for one, actually. But for Open Face Chinese, it's instead of each player getting 13 cards like in normal Chinese, and they set their hand face down, in Open Face Chinese, each player is dealt 5 cards, and the person left of the button sets their hand first. So the person in position gets to see exactly what cards are out there for the first person who sets their hand, and then the next person sets their hand face up as well. So there is a little bit of strategy into setting your first 5 cards at first, but for now we're just going to cover the general rules about how the game works, and strategy a little bit later. After the initial 5 cards are dealt, each player receives 1 card at a time. So after you've set your first 5 cards, which can go any order that you like, you can either put 2 in the middle, 1 on the bottom, and 2 up top, or you can put 5 all on the bottom, or you can put 5 all in the middle. Doesn't matter as long as you divide those 5 cards up to whatever area you want to put them. Open Face plays just like regular Chinese poker in setting hand strength. So you have to set your hand with progressing in strength from the top down. So if you set ace high on the top, then in the middle you have to set better than ace high. And if you set a pair in the middle, then you have to set better than that pair on the bottom. And that's pretty simple. There is no fouling, just like in regular Chinese. If you mess up your hand by messing up the order of the strength, then your hand is fouled and you forfeit whatever the scoop points are for the hand. So scoring is also the same as regular Chinese. It's a 2-4 format. Either you win 2 points, lose 2 points, or win 4 points for a scoop, or lose 4 points for getting scooped. Some people play 6 points for a scoop, but generally I've seen most people do a 2-4 format, and then add the royalties on after that. And what the royalties are is there is a certain hand strength that when achieved, you get extra points for achieving it. So if you make like a straight on the bottom or in the middle or something like that, you're going to get extra points in the hand. And for Open Face Chinese, royalties play a very big part in playing the game. I have heard of people not playing with royalties in regular Chinese poker. If you go to the World Series, they often don't use royalties. But I haven't really heard anyone playing Open Face Chinese without using the royalties yet, because the royalties are much harder to obtain when playing Open Face, because the hand strengths become a little bit more trivial, and like there's more value in high card hands, and it's harder to make straights and flushes if you don't know what exactly is going to come. So obviously you have to adjust for that And the royalties do help out scoring a lot in Chinese. And as Sean Deeb would probably advocate, it's always good to go for the royalties in making some large points and taking some big swings.